man struggling with a demonic curse reluctantly embraces his power when he is recruited to save a young boy from the devil in Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
There's good and bad in all of us. It doesn't matter how far you run. There are some demons you just can't escape.
When I look at this film, it's very obvious that you're working a lot. Both, I think, as John Blaze and as Ghost Rider. You seem to think a lot about what the character's doing at every point. I mean, what drives you to do so much work?
I care. I approach a pop adventure film like Spirit of Vengeance with the same dedication and vigilance as I would a small independent art film like Bad Lieutenant, Protocol New Orleans.
I need your help. This child is in danger.
I don't save people. Nobody makes a movie, any movie, without really taking the work seriously. And that's what it is. I want to do my best.
If we don't help, the devil will have a new form, one more powerful than he's ever known.
From an actor's perspective, it just must have been so fun, right? Like, did you love playing Kerrigan?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed Kerrigan, but Blackout was a very fulfilling, kind of aggressively angry character to play, and he legitimately had excuses for what he did because he was from hell.
The rider's going to come out.
3, 2, 1, go!
I also read that you wore this makeup even though your face is not appearing when you're playing the Ghost Rider, because obviously it does a lot for the characters, the actors that you're working with.
Right, but it was also for me, because when I saw the look in their eyes, the fear in their eyes, it was like oxygen to a forest fire. It just made me believe I really was this character so that I don't have to act.
In the script it says that, this character has, the character is described as Moreau has a sense of, you've seen him before, he's been around before and he can see into a man's soul. And we just played around with the idea, well, how do we bring that across within this film?
Whoever's got it coming.
What about working with Nicolas Cage? I mean, this guy's done everything, right? So was that an interesting experience? Was it different than other things you've done?
Yeah, how could it not be? He's actually one of my heroes,
Okay.
but he's one of the most giving and generous actors and human beings that I've encountered.
Nick Cage, I'm a big fan. I have to be on film. Do a movie with Nick Cage. That's like, he's a screen legend. And so it was good that I got that opportunity.
Idris is a man's man, we got along, we had some good laughs. I admire him as an actor. He has this magnificent, grand presence, very macho. He's also a really good guy, and we had some good laughs together, and I would consider him a friend.
We got along very quickly. He's a very gracious guy and, sort of open. I was a little nervous around him because he's Nick Cage, is worldwide famous, but he was very open and very sort of embracing.
You do it!
He has the innate ability to just trust himself and follow these impulses and have just no fear.
Plus I have some personal issues I kind of like to get fixed.
You're one of those guys that no matter what kind of character you're playing, you do always infuse a little humor. Is that something that you bring to it yourself, or the director's asking you to do those sort of things?
I think everything I do, I have to find the humor in it. Even when it's a tragedy, I still have to find some humor in it. And conversely, what happens is if you find the humor in a tragedy, it becomes even more tragic.
Right.
But humor is definitely important to me in all the movies I make.
Hell yes.